The application about communication between parents and teachers uses some entities. We have the director that has super admin roles. This user can do anything, everything. Then we have the parent. The parent is the parent that has a child's parent is also a user. We have childs. A parent can have one or more childs. Child is a node entity. Every child can belong to a classroom. Right now, just can belong to one classroom, because here in elementary school a student just belong to one classroom, but the system can support more than one. Then we have a teacher. Teacher is a user entity, and a classroom is assigned to a teacher. A teacher can have more than one or more than one classroom. Then we have other entities related to the communication. One is here is in Spanish. All the system was built in Spanish because the purpose of the system or the app was to use here. But I would like to use every word, and one task can be disabling Spanish translation or Spanish language, or activating English language and having two language. But we can do anything. We have 4 entities or 5 entities for related to communication. One is activity. Activity is for example, the classroom or the teacher wants with the classroom go to the library, or maybe to the zoo or another place. So the teacher can write a text explaining what is the activity related, and put the date and time. So this activity entity has a text and date time as fields. Then we have citation. Citation is generated, all if is generated by the teacher or by the director, and citation is citation requested by the teacher or the director for something, for a particular theme or particular issue, and this entity has same as activity has a text and the date time of the citation. Then we have comunicado in Spanish. That is a general communication. This entity has a text and a period, start and end time, when this communication will be displayed or will be valid. For example, a new communication can be the basis for the child can enter to the school just at 8 a.m. After that time can be go to the school, and that can be a communication that can be valid just for this year, not for the next year, or maybe for 1 month. For that, we have a period where will be displayed or where is valid. Then we have a message, a simple message, where the teacher can write to the parent, for example, your child has some problems, or maybe he has an accident but he is okay, or for the next classroom please take or please send with your child some kind of book or crayons, pencils, or other materials. Well, here in Peru, this is usual. Sometimes the teacher sends a note, sends a note to the parent. In every child has a book where the teacher writes many things. The teacher can write if the student came late to the classroom, or if the student needs some material for the next day. So when the parent knows this just when their child came to the house with this book, and the parent just at the night when he leaves his work and arrives to their home, and then he can read the notes from the teacher. And at that time, in that time, maybe it can be difficult to the parent find the request asked by the teacher. So a main purpose of this application is the parent can get notification like in real time, so the parent can manage his time. And a message is a simple message. Tarea is a task sent by the teacher to the child. It has a text field and date time field where will be presented this task. This is all the entities of this application. This is the application, how a director or admin can see. We have the childs. All of these are nodes. We can create a new child, his name, first name, second name. We can select who is his father. After creation, we can edit the child. This is a node. Then we have classes. We can create a new class. Also, this class is a node. The name of the class, the children's that belong to the class. We assign this class to a professor, to a teacher. Then we have all the communication that was generated. Here we displayed the kind of the communication: a task, a simple message communication, a general communication, an activity, simple message, when was generated, and other things. We have the parents. we have three parents: the teachers. Parents and teachers are users entity. We can create a parent, and this creates internally a user. Same for teachers. We can create a teacher and internally creates a teacher. This is how a teacher can see the application. He can see just all the classes where was assigned to him, and this is how the mobile application is displayed. I am running locally. A similar application can be downloaded from Google Play, but it's not working because I had to delete that URLs because the friend who I was working suddenly stopped working. So I tried to continue working with this application, but using different URLs. This is the mobile application. We have a parent that has this user and password. We are accessing to the application. And how was built? Well, as you see, the web part was done in Drupal 7. I was thinking to recreate all using Drupal 8, but I think will take me more time. I use in Drupal 7 services to use REST. In mobile application, I use PhoneGap to compile to different mobile devices: Android, iOS, BlackBerry, Windows. And for the user interface, I use jQuery Mobile. Then there is a JavaScript. There is a JavaScript library. I use this for connect. Well, I use this for connect by JavaScript to Drupal, but JDrupal is used by DrupalGap framework, but DrupalGap is good, but I think it's not working very well for non. Well, you have to be logged always to use DrupalGap. In this application, you can log one time, and the session is stored. Then to see all the all the communications, you don't need to be logged again if the session was stored. So you don't need internet connection to see communication storage in the mobile. There is a function called cache. Well, it's a cache to continue seeing all the all the communications that you saw before. For example, if today you saw some message, the next day you don't have internet connection, but you want to see the message of the past day, you can see that message without having internet connection. That I couldn't get working using Drupal Gap, because it tries always to get or to have with internet. It's possible to do a fix, but using just the library that Drupal Gap used to connect to Drupal was faster for me. This is just a one JavaScript file. Well, in some part is the JavaScript file, and that is the mobile application. I use PhoneGap to compile to any platform. Then for user interface I use jQuery Mobile, and for interact with Drupal I use JDrupal. Then this is the home page. I am a father that I have 2 childs, Alumno 1 and Alumno 2. It managed separately. This is the page for the teacher. Here I am a teacher. I see my class. Then oops, I go to my class. Then I put that Alumno 2 was late. When I refresh, I can see the Alumno 2 was late, but Alumno 1 doesn't have registration yet. I can put here that no asistió, wasn't in the class. If Alumno 1, I will log out and log in, I can say he wasn't in the classroom. Okay, I will send an activity. We will go to the so when the last Sunday. Well, needs some message. Was created the activity. I refresh. I can see the activity in the home page. I will create a citation. I can select one or all students in that classroom. Communication, stop playing in the bathroom. Oh, well, I don't know what kind of communication is this. a citation. Okay, citation will be personal for just for this alumn. Citation: father of please come to the school when this Monday. Okay, then for the same alumn, same student, I will create, well, general communication will be for all. General communication. Stop playing in the room. When will be displayed from all of this year. December. A simple message just for alumno 2. Then a task just for alumno 1. For this Friday. Today is Friday. Next Friday then. Okay, here in the mobile application, if I refresh, I can see all the communications. Then if I want to see communications from other days, I can go here, and for example yesterday there are other communication, today other communication, and other days no communications. Just with a color has communications. Okay, I go to home. Today is 22. I go back. I can see the past communications. I go back. No communications. Communication from yesterday, but there is no record for assistance. And today, what? No, he was absent. Then we go to agenda. This is here displays entities of that has dates. For example, activity and entity activity has a date time field where will be done that activity. Then citation is another entity that has a date, time date, where is requested the presence of the father. A work, a task, where the task needs to be presented, and that entities that has that date time field is displayed here. For example, for 22, what I have 4:24. What I have? Well, they will go to the library. Oh, nice. 4:29. What I have? There is a task. Okay, next Friday. Yes, Friday. And for 31, hey, they will go to a show. Nice. That is the agenda. Past month, and so here, just a task. Then here, communications. These communications list just this kind of entity, general communications. This is a list of all general communications, and is displayed just according the period field of this entity, and also can be filtered. Main communication. This is just the current day of today. Okay, after that we have the address of the college, the menu of the day, the schedule of the teacher, or here what time the teacher is available, also the hours of the classroom, when start, when finish. For this, the administration part or form wasn't built yet, but just displays a text. Can be just a general text. All for these 4 parts that is not finished yet. The initial purpose of this application was creating a demo application, and with this demo going to the schools, talk with the owner and try to put as a demo, well, I don't remember the word in English. So the school can test for a period, and if they like, we was thinking to start selling in a plan, maybe according the amount of the students, other things. So we can compile one application for every school. In Drupal part was built using features. Feature for content types, context. I use AC key for other entities, menu permissions, the services for REST to communication with mobile, setup, string overrides to override English text, user views, and every school will have this will have a Drupal, their own Drupal site. Just running this or activating this feature can create a similar site. and in the part of mobile we just need to change some things. For example, this is the repo of the mobile code. For every mobile module we need to set to configure what is the URL of the site of the school, and also we need to provide the logo, this logo, and also the mobile application will have this logo, so the mobile application is personalized for every school, but actually it will be all the same, just changes some small things. For every mobile application is create a new branch, from master. For example, we got a possible client called Tronic Los Honguitos, and this is the demo application. That was why we thought. But I was also thinking to build just one mobile application, a unique, and here in the first screen this can select what, or search what is or put the name of the school, of this school, just for the first time, log in using that school. Internally the mobile application will select what's the server, what is the server, and should work. But for the website, I think it's still easy having one site for one school, because administration can be, I think, can be more manageable. I don't know if that is a word in English. Okay, that's all.